And then one thing I noticed too was that the saturation and the color on my TV was a little bit different than what's on my computer. The color it's at now I like, but you can also move it over a little bit. Like I have it on 22 and you can move it over to 26 and it just looks a little bit more like a brighter gold color. Like to me, I like it best when it looks almost like a really bright what am I trying to say? When it looks more brass than gold. Yeah. And then the belt, you're going to choose number 23 or 28, right before the corsets, right above the gun belt. And again, chose this one just to save on layers. Future update, 2K, Hukes, when you're going to do this stuff, I would say let us add some logos and stuff to the belts. I would appreciate that. All right, so we are getting ready to go into the design of Kratos' tribal tattoo. I believe, yep, we're going to start at the body. Going to choose number 133 of 144. We're going to be using a lot of that. We're going to be using the diamond shape and good old 111. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you basically where it goes, and then I'm going to color it black, and then basically just pause it, stretch it out, and mimic it to what I have on here. Because I'm not gonna lie, I really don't remember how I got this thing to look as perfect as it did. I stayed up till like 7 o'clock in the freaking morning. Started it I think at like 11:30, and I just put Nikita on Netflix and just had a marathon. But that's like the easiest way to pass time when you're making your own characters. Is just put something on in the background and just go for it. All right, so you're gonna move down. Next one you're gonna do is 111. And then I believe that is the one that's stretching from his upper chest down to his lower abdomen. Yep. And another thing too is that I would appreciate it if there was a way to where you could actually lift up the arms so you could see that under area. That'd be cool too. And whatever this thing is with the line that goes across his back, uh, do something about that, please. I mean, it's not on the head area. In fact, you have that on the waist and in some parts of the arms too. Like, please stop that. Okay, so there's the first part of the back. And yeah, sorry, this is really not in sequence. This was just how I did it. And we got good old 111. Let's see which part this is because I don't remember. Oh, okay, so that's the one that stretches up to the upper portion of his neck. Okay. And that little piece right there just makes it one solid piece. Looking back on it, you probably could have done the one that I chose at the very first one um, for the chest piece that goes all the way down, and probably for that back piece. I honestly don't remember why I didn't use those. I don't remember if it was a size issue when this. I think the stretching might have distorted it a little too much. I don't remember, so try it out, see if it works for you. Okay, and there is the upper shoulder piece. Starting to move down into the left arm. Also, having a camera that could go 360, that could like pan around to the top of him, that would help too. I'm pretty certain you can't do this in that game, or you can't do that in this game. Hey, but hey, I don't know everything about everything, so if I'm wrong, let me know. There we go. There's another piece. And I think somebody asked me to upload this, to upload his body tattoo, and that's pretty much why I couldn't do it, is because I didn't make this in the logo creator. I'm old school. If I can make it in the regular create a character thing, I do. And the other problem I had too was with the logo creator, the colors sometimes either bleach or they're too light and they just don't match up very well. So try to avoid it if I can, but obviously there are some patterns and some scarring that you see in Kratos where it's like I have to use it. And it's a great tool. I do like it, but for some reason the color mixing, it's not as good as it is or as it should be because it just doesn't match what you can do in the regular Create a Superstar area. So, hey, 2K, that's something I would touch on as well. In fact, I should just make a whole video of everything that they need to fix. I think honestly, I could make like a 3 hour discussion video on the create an entrance stuff. Because you guys remember from which one was it? SmackDown versus Raw 2006. Your guy with your full created entrance could walk out there with the belt. He didn't have to have a championship entrance. And then for some reason, once 2007 came out, they changed it. Like, what the hell happened? Okay, and here we are using our first diamond piece, and then that's going to make the point. It's a very cool design that Kratos has. I remember when he was first coming out, or the first press release pictures I saw, his tribal tattoo was actually blue, and they changed it at the last minute to the maroon or the red, so he wouldn't resemble the barbarian class from Diablo 2. And I also saw a press picture where instead of the tribal tattoo going up to his face, he actually has the Omega symbol tattooed on his forehead. It is an interesting look, but I'm very happy that they changed it. All right, there is the um, back piece right there, and pretty much just made it gold so you guys can see it a little bit better just to show you what it does. Basically, that one little slant that goes up, it just helps you connect the back and the neck piece. But yeah, I've been making characters on here since the first SmackDown game, and they didn't get the logo creator until 2000, until WWE SmackDown versus Raw 2010. So yeah, you had to go old school. There's a little back of the neck area right there. Yeah, fun little story. I used to go to a friend's house with about six other guys, and we would play the 2006 game. And I remember when I made the Punisher, and I had a almost complete accurate skull to what you saw in the Thomas Jane film and to what you're going to see on an upcoming Create a Character. And it blew my friend's mind. They couldn't believe I was able to make that. And yeah, that was another marathon night. Also, I was able to make a complete replica of the Venom symbol, front and back, before the logo creator came out as well. And there we are. We're starting to shape up the back of the head pretty good. I don't think Kratos ever had hair. His entire life, I think he's always been bald. Oh, okay, so that was supposed to go over the eye. I thought it was going to be another back of the head piece. Like I said, this thing is so out of order. It's almost like I wish they could let you caption the designs. Like once you put it on there, like you could say, okay, what is this supposed to be? You could put back of head or front of face or something like that. That'd be nice. As you can obviously hear, the Undertaker approves. That's actually my ringtone, or my text tone. Alright, this thing's almost done. And seriously, that's like one of the most rewarding feelings. Sorry, let me say that again. It, it's like one of the most rewarding feelings ever when you're like, hey, could I make so and so in this game? Like, how could I go about doing that? And then, really, when you just jump in and you do it, and all the pieces just start to come together. Like this Kratos one, I was actually very surprised. This is the first time I've ever made him in a wrestling game ever. And, excuse me, I'm still going. Yeah, this is the first time I made him in a game ever, and it worked. And I was very happy about that. Like, because I made Killer Croc and I made a couple other guys like Indiana Jones and Ash from Evil Dead, and something about them I could just not get it right, whether it was their face or just how they're supposed to look. And, eventually I got it, or at least to a point where I was like, okay, it's good enough. But this Kratos, I think I nailed it. And yeah, I just went ahead and removed all the scars and texturing and stuff like that, and that is your going. That should be what your completed product looks like. So the only thing you're really missing are the scars on his stomach and his eye, and the chains wrapped around his leg. See, those are just the abilities and the menu screens that I chose. And those were the attributes that I picked. I don't like to make a lot of people 100%. I do like to even them out a bit. And here's everything I would choose for him on there. And I gave him a boo for a crowd reaction because personally I like the victory taunt for the heels a little bit more. And for the love of God, please bring back the ability to let us choose our own victory taunts. Please. And bring back championship specific victory taunts. If I have to see The Undertaker get on the second rope and smack that title, ugh, drives me nuts, man. Alright, so that was pretty much everything, guys. This was Chase from Burnout Inc. Stay tuned for more. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think or how I can improve these videos. I'll see you guys next time.